Another thing you're going to see, open confrontations between witchcraft, witchcraft, wickedness. And I'm not talking about this witchcraft of people going in caves with cameras and, I'm not talking about that. Because those are local, that is a local league. I'm talking about, you're going to see at international level, witchcraft in the open, huge things. Because the king, you're going to see an intensity that has not been seen before within this coming decade. That is going to mark this coming decade. An intensity of spiritual warfare. Open. You're going to see it on international scale.
And the Golden Globe goes to Christian Bale for Vice.
Thank you to Satan for giving me inspiration on how to play this role.
I have yet to meet any person who, in terms of picking talent, hyper-motivating that talent, and having a sense of design of, oh, this is good, this is not good. So he brought some incredibly positive things along with that toughness. And I always said that I was like a minor wizard because he would be casting spells and I would see people mesmerized. But because I'm a minor wizard, the spells don't work on me. I could not cast those spells. But I'd see them and I would say, hey, wait, don't. You're going to work even more than I would ask you to. This is crazy. Or like when he did the next introduction, which is a computer that completely failed. It was such nonsense, and yet he mesmerized those people. Oh, yes, million by a million and black cube and all this stuff. And I was like, wait a minute, that spell should not work at all. It doesn't have any reality to it. So Steve is a very singular case.
And then he reminded me, you're going to see that spirit, and it will be contending against the power, the spirit of prophecy. And the spirit of the church. Because the spirit of prophecy, but when we talk about prophecy, don't say, that is the prophets, they will suffer alone. Guess what? They were given to the church to make it more prophetic. And so when he talks about the spirit of the prophets, he's also talking about the church. Because the enemy, when he looks at you, he sees a prophetic people. He doesn't see that this one is not a prophet. No, this is a prophetic people. You understand? So you're going to see a lot of that. And it reminded me that, you remember when Simon Magus, the Magus means wizard, or sorcerer, in the book of Acts, when he came and tried to blind the eyes of one of the governors, because he didn't want the governor to hear the gospel. Then the apostle turned and, cast, he cast him. Yeah, he cast him. Although we can use the word he judged him. That's another thing I'll share another time. The power to judge has been given.
Therefore have I hewed them by the prophets. I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and thy judgments as the light that goes forth. Clearly, all this happened as the spirit of prophecy revealed to his people by his prophet. The darkness was preparing a massive spiritual attack aimed not at world economies or social life of cities or school systems. The target of the Prince of Darkness was prophetically revealed by the prophet of God.
You're going to see that spirit, and it will be contending against the power, the spirit of prophecy. Praise the Lord. So you're not just starting a year, you are starting a decade of glory. Praise Jesus. A decade of unique glory. Praise Jesus.